Good morning and welcome to Super Healthy Super Mornings with Dr. Shilpi. I know everybody is in Diwali preparations and it's festive season and there are so many things to be organized. It's tough getting up in the morning and listening to something, the gnan for the day. But then it's okay. I have a recorded version. Also, you can log in anytime and watch. And this is done for the Diwali season and about the happiness that we share about Diwali. Diwali is everything about giving. Diwali is everything about sharing, caring, love, and lights to be shared in your life. When it comes to Diwali, when I was a kid and Diwali used to come and we used to have those traditional sweets and laddus and the payasam and the Diwali penny that we call the penny that we used to have it with milk and it used to be made with ghee, and my dad used to make it a point that he buys it from Pulla Reddy sweet shop, wherein that penny that is made, it used to just melt in the milk and it used to taste very good with milk and sugar. So all these are that kind of memories that are there, and you try to relish those memories and take them forward in your entire life. Even today, even till date, I make sure that I ask my dad, or at least I go and buy that penny every Diwali and get it, and so that we have that as a first meal of the day, the penny with milk. And I make sure that I give it to my kids also, and it's one of the tradition that we've been following since about 40 years, and I'm so happy with it and I'm so well connected to it. So that is all about Diwali and your memories and what your mom used to do, what your grandmom used to do. And I still remember my grandmom decorating the entire house with lights, and she used to make that payasam. And 1 or 2 days before Diwali, they used to make those laddus with that sugar syrup and a lot of ghee into it and all that. And this is where your culture actually comes from. And nowadays, we are not celebrating the festivals as they are, maybe because of nuclear families, maybe because of their own limitations. But COVID has taught us so many things that this time I still feel that you should be grounded, you should be closer to your traditions, you should be closer to your family culture, and you should be closer to your family members. Life is so much unexpected that you just can't lose time over anything. And as far as I am concerned, I am a very family person, and I try to bind people together and I try to live between people, and I just can't live without people. And I have a very big extended family, and we have festivals like festivals, irrespective of whether it is Diwali or Christmas or it is Eid or Bakrid or it is Ramzan. We celebrate every festival because I was brought up in a community where there were lots of different cultures celebrated, and there were a lot of people from other communities, and as a colony together we have always enjoyed every festival that comes to us, because we feel to break the monotony of everyday life we need festivals, and festivals are in our culture to bind us together, bind us, our friendships, our communities, our lives, and our happiness quotient, and they improve our quality of life. What is life if you have a daily job and you go and come, eat and sleep? And this is not what life is. Life is about breaking the monotony. Life is about enjoying every aspect of a day, a month, a year, a festival, the maximum that you can make memories out of each day. And I always feel like that, and I make sure even at my workplace I try to celebrate things and we try to make some small changes and small activities, so that we enhance the quality of life of people working along with us, because they are our extended family. And also some changes in pregnant women's life, wherein we also try to encourage them to break their monotony and come and participate in some activities and celebrations. And in this episode, I wanted to talk really about how you should enrich yourself with your original self, and do not manipulate with your original self. Say, for example, the fried food items that we eat. The fried food items like the bundi, or chakkalu, or the murku, or the samosas, or the kachoris. Different communities have different kind of fried items, like the bhajis, and our traditional items like the punukulu, vada, and all these deep fried items. And when you look into these items, people are modifying these items into healthy versions. And those healthy versions are like, instead of deep frying, you bake it, or instead of deep frying, you air fry it. So these kind of variations are coming in. But neither do they taste the same, or neither do they give the same kind of a benefit what the deep fried or the actual recipe gives, with comparison to the modified recipe. I'll tell you why. Because if you are having, say, if you take a portion of, say, one samosa, and when you're eating a samosa, you relish that samosa with its original flavors, with its original self, and with its own, that memory that you have in your brain. And when you eat that samosa, you are getting closer to that samosa, and you feel that happiness. In a similar way, the laddu also, whenever you eat one laddu, you get the memory of your grandmother, your mother making the laddu, and how you relish every laddu when you eat it. And when you eat the original forms, you actually eat one or maybe one and a half if you're more hungry. And when you are eating it, you really relish, and you feel so happy, and you feel so satiety, your satiety levels are very good, and your happiness quotient is good, because you're eating the original recipe. And after eating one portion size, you say, that's enough, I'm happy, and I'm happy that I've had this portion size. And your body is good to go, because you've been having that portion size from a very long time, and you know where to stop it, and you know where to stop it, and when to have it again, because you've been trained like that. So this is about the normal traditional foods that we eat. Now comes the modified version. And the modified version of the snacks that we eat, maybe air fried or baked, or not non-fried items. Whenever you eat them, you get a false assurance that this is healthy, so I can have one more of it. And then you start having extra portion of it, because you feel it is healthy, and it is not fried, and it has got less calories. So this way, you not only cheat yourself, but you also again cheat your brain, saying that it's a healthy version and you can eat it. But what happens eventually is, you go overboard and eat something that is actually not giving happiness to you, that is actually not the one that your brain socially relates to itself, and that is something that you have overeaten, because you feel that it is a healthy version. And this overeating can cause, again, when you eat a lot of fried foods, you limit yourself, and when you eat all these kinds of healthy versions, you overeat, and that can cause acidity, bloating, and gas, and distension, or indigestion, and that heavy feeling and all that. And whenever you say eat these kind of low calorie stuff, you have lots of sugar cravings. And when you have lots of sugar cravings, again you go back, because your satiety level is not answered, and you're not very happy eating them, because your memory also does not suit that dish. So again you sort to eating a pastry or some cookie or some sweet or some cupcake or anything that is a dessert, because your memory says that you're not happy, and again that resorts to eating something which is sugary. And that sugar cravings actually don't come when you eat the original form of the dish, maybe a samosa, maybe punugulu or something like that, because when you eat that, your body knows that it is enough and you don't have to eat more of it, and you're happy because you've eaten that, and that gives satiety to your brain. And that kind of a happiness and satiety does not come with the modified versions, and the modified versions try to give you the sugar cravings, and again make you eat more of other items along with this item, because that satiety is not there. And whenever you eat the original form, your satiety levels are good and you do not have sugar cravings also immediately. And that is how our snacking pattern has been established from a very, very long time. And whenever festivals do come in, we make food in such a way that it gives happiness to our mind, body, and soul. And when we eat food that is happy to the mind, body, and soul, we also celebrate ourselves, and it gives that energy boost and that needed adrenaline rush and the positive hormones, the endorphins that our body needs. And whenever we have these endorphins in our body, they are protectors of our mind, body, and soul, and they give immediate happiness to us. And that happiness is what our festivals give. And nowadays people are so fallen in monotony that they don't feel festivals as important as they are, and they give importance to weekends, they give importance to every other thing than festival and festive food. Festive food has so much of depth in it that it is just beyond some calories, and it is just beyond some basic food that we actually relish during our festivities. It is way beyond the basic food, or way beyond only about food and culture. It is much, much more than food and culture. And what are we doing to our food and culture? We are just traumatizing the food and culture by getting fast food culture into it, and mixing the other foods into our foods. And there is the rise of lifestyle diseases like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, and related aspects of increased cancer risk, and all these things. If you are having your traditional foods the way they are made, the quantity portion is always restricted, and the satiety portion is very good, and you do not have other things running in your body, wherein you don't look for junk food and in the other way, in the other sense. And that itself is so celebrating that you are relaxing your actual mind into something while you're relishing. And for somebody who cannot make traditional food, there are so many social groups and small scale people, women at home, making these foods, and they are just trying to make a living out of making these traditional foods. You can help them, and you can enjoy these foods and also have a social cause helping these kind of small scale women groups or small scale industries who are making these foods for for the sake of propagating tradition over the fast food culture. And this is one thing that I really wanted to speak on the eve of Diwali. And Diwali is just not about celebrating and lighting your homes and buying crackers and doing Lakshmi Puja and all that. Diwali is way beyond these things. And when you have to think about Diwali, I always say that festivities bring people closer to each other. The joy of celebration, the joy of living, the joy of communication, the joy of laughing out loud with people around you, and communities to get-togethers and family get-togethers. All these things make lot of sense and essence as a part and parcel of your life. They actually de-stress you from the monotony of life and pep up you for the next few more days and that is how festivals have been planned, and they make sure that family bondings are happening and togetherness is happening. Children learn how to stay strong with elders in the house, and how to take the culture forward, and how to learn traditions and take them forward. So festivities are beyond just a food purpose or a togetherness purpose. They have lot more bonding and lot more positiveness than what we actually think about. And the kind of mind relaxation that we get, and the kind of physical relaxation also that we get when we clean up the house, and we get the old things out, the negative things out of the house, and then get fresh things into the house. That is how you recharge your environment also. And whenever you recharge your environment around you, you always bring in that positivity that is there for the next few more days or months coming. So the Diwali, Dashera, Ramzan, Christmas is all about celebrating the joy of being together, and bring more positivity into your home, into yourself, and into the living space that you are. And a small note about this Diwali: enjoy food guilt free. And for me, any detox program or any programs that you are really doing do not help you at all. And I see people going to detox programs very often, go to those places, get themselves cleansed, get colon washes, have only lime water and live on lime water, walk so many miles together, and come back only to gain that weight back. And all this kind of detoxification brings lots of bone loss and lots of shock to the liver. And what damages you in your body is the shock that you've given to your liver, the shock that you've given to your stomach, the shock that you've given to yourself. And also there is so much of bone loss and muscle loss and wear and tear that it takes a hell lot of time to recover. Instead invest in something that is very apt, and eat local, and eat seasonal foods, eat local foods, live sustainably, and eat traditional foods. Eat actually that your grandparents used to cook, and what dishes that you're close to your family. And eating those stuff guilt free definitely gives you an edge over uh, you know uh, any problems that you're going to face, any problems that you're going to see in future. And your health also will be definitely in one circle of protection with whatever your lifestyle is. So a small take home message: that a sustainable angle of living, wherein your day to day activities should give you that happiness, should give you that charge to your body, and should give you that health maintenance to yourself. So do anything and eat anything and everything that you actually can do on a daily basis, rather than doing anything drastic, or anything like a crash course, or a crash meal, or a crash diet, or a crash uh, you know uh, 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 an exotic location where you are going to make yourself better, but actually you're harming yourself. So enjoy your festivals guilt free. Try to live with a sustainable angle. Try to incorporate local foods and local seasonal foods into your diet. Try to encourage natural produce to enter into your life, rather than eating foods with pesticides and fertilizers. Natural farming methods have to be encouraged. Sustainable living with organic foods, and less use of first fertilizers and pesticides have to be incorporated. This Diwali, make it a point that you take this message into your life and into the people around you. So this is all about today, and this is all about Diwali and celebrating Diwali joyfully. Thank you, and see you tomorrow, same time, in Super Healthy Super Mornings with Dr. Shilpi.